Hello, students. Good morning, all of you. Today, I, Rabindra Mohan Misra, from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College, Bathu, am taking the class of Shastri first. We have seen many questions and answers earlier. Our examination is very near. We are revising for our syllabus. In course of this, today we read Robert Browning as a love poet. Robert Browning is a natural poet of love. Browning has written two kinds of love poems. Browning's conception of love is based upon his philosophy of life. Broadly speaking, Browning has written personal and dramatic love poems. His personal poems are few as his bent of mind was fundamentally dramatic. His love is not confined to the body or to this world alone. It is his faith that true lovers meet in the next world after their death. Chesterton calls Browning the greatest of love poets and his poetry the finest and truest love poetry in the world. Though this may sound a hyperbole, yet there is hardly any denying that Robert Browning, as a love poet, describes the passion of love with utmost sincerity and energy. His great poems are, in some sense or other, intellectual study of love, rhymed passionately. The last ride together, Porphyra's lover, and Fra Lippo Lippi are three of his celebrated love poems. The last ride together, which W. H. Philip calls one of the greatest love poems in all literature, is a dramatic monologue of a rejected lover. The failure in love gives the speaker an occasion to philosophize on the general fate of mankind. When rejected by his lady, he makes an appeal for one memory of the same, a last ride together. When his prayer, if granted, the elated lover lays bare his mind. The real interest of the last ride together lies in the calm resignation with which the rejected lover accepts his fate. The opportunity to ride together with the aspired lady is a great achievement to the lover, and Tai consoles himself by saying, "Fall I alone in words and deeds." The physical proximity rouses his passions once more, and the moment turns into eternity, leaving behind past hopes. He looks at the future life where he believes his aspiration will be fulfilled. Now heaven and sea are beyond this ride. Here, love is just a symbol of man's striving on this earth to attain perfection. The failure of the lover in gaining his beloved is seen as a symbol of man's great failures in life. The poem ends with the lover including in the fond fancy that this moment is turned into eternity and this ride never ends. Love, therefore, is seen here as an inspiration which was not to be realized here at all, but must have its completion in the other life. In Porphyra's Lover, Robert Browning, as a love poet, presents an altogether different philosophy of the lover. This dramatic monologue is a calm and careless narrative of a murder of a lady by her lover. The dismal opening lands one into a cottage in a dark and a stormy night where the beloved lady Porphyra appears out of the storm to meet the apparently depressed narrator. Her appearance, however, gives him little joy, although she makes a passionate declaration of her love for him and attempts at physical intimacy. Though enjoying the physical proximity with Porphyra, her lover starts finding faults with her. She appears too weak for all her heart's endeavor to set it a struggling passion free. Though proud at being worshipped by Porphyra, the lover strangles her with her yellow tresses. To him, it is an act not of hate, anger, or revenge, but of love. Her laughing eyes, even at death, indicate her pleasure at being so close to her lover and her effort to remain smiling even at her death. With her head on his shoulder, there they sit for the whole night. Thus the lover seems to turn the instant into eternity, like his counterpart in the last ride together by holding her in a perfectly happy moment when she is his alone. In Fra Lippo Lippi, Browning shows the attraction of physical love. Though a monk, Lippo is instinctively attracted towards girls as he has been forced to live a life of strict asceticism ever since he was a boy of 8. Therefore, when caught by the guards after visiting brothel, he feels no sting of conscience as he considers it no crime to mix with girls. Browning here seems to advocate that man can attain fulfillment by accepting the pleasure and pains of this world. The poet tells that love is essential for all. According to him, the beloved is so beautiful and cute that no one can forget her. But when he went to his beloved to tell about his love, then she refused his love. In this way, the lover wants to go away from his beloved. There is no hope to him that world can show. The sun does not have any desire or sense and not half so short away. This will this will make the speaker's journey superior. Love makes a man's power feeble because a man does anything when he gets love. It can change the lifestyle of a man. It teaches us the art of love which we use to live happy. When the speaker is listening, the awful moment it becomes he becomes hopeless. In this way, it is very remarkable for the poet to adjust. In short, we conclude that his love poems teach us that love is a way of life which teaches a man to live. A man's life is dull without love. Love, therefore, appears in all its guises in Browning poetry. The variety found in his treatment of love is simply amazing. Now we shall meet tomorrow for the next class. Till have a nice day.